Alright, we're going to assemble our two sub-assemblies, our top assembly and our leg assembly. We're going to combine them into one. So we do that, we insert a new element, create assembly. We're going to start out by inserting, instead of part studios, we want to be in assemblies. We want to put the top assembly in there, and we want to place two leg assemblies. Alright, so this one's already facing the right way. I'll hit the check. This one isn't, so let's swap it so that it does face the right way. So we'll go like that, and just rotate it 180 degrees. And hit enter, and then you can drag it out. Right, and you know it is facing the right way or the wrong way whenever you're looking at it. Actually, they both need swapped, because whenever you place them in here, we need those slants like here to be the opposite. So actually, we want to rotate this part 180 degrees this way. And then same thing with this one. Right? So you want to have those slants set so that they're like this. So we use those so whenever these legs fold out, it will allow it to stand straight. So they're going to come out at an angle, and then that angle will sit flat on whatever you are resting it on, the couch, your table, bed. So now we can add our mates so that it stays together. Instead of a fasten mate, we're actually going to use a revolute mate, and that's going to allow us to animate the assembly, so it'll make it look like the legs actually flip out, right? So I'm going to grab revolute mate, I'm going to select the hole here, and I'm going to rotate because I need to make it so that it sits right inside here. And you'll see, as long as that slant is running that direction, it should be good, right? And it'll pop it in. If not, you might have to rotate the axis. But since we set it up before we started assembling, we should be able to just pop them right in the correct way. So I'm going to say, okay, I need this one. Grab that hole. Make sure the Z is sticking out of the hole. Same thing, right? Pop it in place. Hit the check. Right, so pretty easy there. And it's going the correct direction, right? So what I meant by that, once you have your legs in place, you can actually right-click on either one of these revolutes. So right-click on that revolute, go to Animate, and the Animate looks like this. Start value is 0 degrees, end value is 360. Well, you don't want to go that far. We want to go like maybe 100. We'll see how far that goes. And then steps is how long it takes to do that. So the higher the number here, the slower it goes, right? It's adding how many increments. So 300 is a decent speed. It's not too fast. So let's play it and see. Oh, looks like we're going the wrong direction. So we don't want to flip that way. So end value, we're going to make that minus 100 degrees. So we'll play it, and it'll flip out. We just want to make sure it doesn't clip against here. And it's reciprocating, so right, it's just showing that you can fold out those legs. So you could probably go like 110. Yeah, so 110 is probably your maximum. You don't want it to look like you are clipping through. If you make it more than 110, you'll see what I mean. It looks like it goes through the back, right? So that's how you show animation in your drawing. And of course, if you wanted to make it slower, right, you could show how exactly it flips out. All right, so last thing we want to do is add in some hardware, some screws to hold this together. So in order to do that, we need to go back in to Insert. You want to go to Standard Content, Categories, we want bolts and screws. Class, you want to find machine screws. Size, you want to scroll down to 1/4-20, that's quarter 20. Your head type will change what type of screw it is here. So let's see if it changes. It doesn't. So we'll just stick with slot. Length, you're going to make it 2 inches. Thread type, you're going to leave it as 2. And that's how long the thread would come up. And we need 4 of them. So I'm going to insert 4 of these bolts to hold our legs on. And then once you place the bolts in, we need the nuts to go on the other side. So we click that drop down, go to nuts, and you want to find quarter 20, which is the first one, hex nut, hex jam nut, stainless steel's fine, and then you want to insert 4 of those as well. So you have to hit insert, and you'll notice that these have a bunch of faces on there. Hit the green check to drop them in. And they're pretty annoying. If you want to get rid of them, you can hit this little caret here and then just hit the eye. That just shows you where the faces are if you want to assemble them. Right, and we know that. We can just grab our fasten mate and place underneath here. So the top of that should sit flush right here. Hit the check. And then we want to grab our top of our nut here and place it on the back here. So obviously we don't want it in the wood. We have to flip that axis and then hit the check. Right? So you do the same for all 4 and then you'll have a finished product. Just want to make sure it goes the right direction. All right, good luck. If you need any help, let me know.